The Taos Hum is a mysterious phenomenon characterized by a persistent, low-frequency noise that has been reported in and around the town of Taos, New Mexico, since at least the early 1990s, although some claim it has been present for much longer. Those who hear the hum describe it as a deep, rumbling sound, similar to the idle of a distant diesel engine, or a faint throbbing or vibration that seems to come from an indeterminate direction. Unlike typical sounds that can be traced to a specific source, the Taos Hum is notable for its elusive nature. It is often more felt than heard, with some individuals reporting sensations of pressure or vibration inside their ears or bodies even when no external noise can be recorded. Interestingly, the sound is most commonly noticed indoors, particularly in quiet environments, and tends to diminish or vanish entirely when people step outside or engage in louder activities. Despite its constant or near-constant presence for those who perceive it, the hum does not register on standard audio recording equipment, leading to significant debate over whether it is a real acoustic phenomenon, a form of environmental noise pollution, or a psychophysical experience rooted in the brain or body's internal processes. The persistent and unsettling nature of the Taos Hum has made it a source of fascination, frustration, and even health concern for some residents, with certain individuals reporting sleep disturbances, headaches, and anxiety as a result of its unrelenting presence. One of the most perplexing aspects of the Taos Hum is that it is only heard by a small fraction of the population. Studies estimate that between 2% and 10% of people living in or visiting the Taos area can perceive the hum, while the vast majority hear nothing unusual at all. This selective perception raises significant questions about the nature of the phenomenon. Unlike sounds from identifiable sources, which are universally detectable with microphones or other instruments, the Taos Hum seems almost subjective, affecting only certain individuals without any clear pattern based on age, hearing ability, or background. Those who do hear it often report that the sound feels more like a vibration than a traditional auditory noise, suggesting that it might involve not just the ears but the whole body. Curiously, many of the individuals who can hear the hum are otherwise healthy and have no known auditory impairments, further complicating efforts to understand the phenomenon. Despite various attempts using sensitive equipment, no consistent, external acoustic source has been recorded, which deepens the mystery and leads some researchers to propose that the Taos Hum might not be a sound in the conventional sense at all, but rather an internal or neurological event triggered under certain environmental or physiological conditions. This limited and uneven perception has given rise to numerous theories, from subtle low-frequency vibrations in the earth to psychological factors unique to a subset of the population, but no definitive answer has yet been found. The mystery of the Taos Hum attracted the attention of scientists, engineers, and government agencies during the early 1990s, when increasing numbers of local residents began reporting disturbances linked to the persistent low-frequency sound. In response to public concern, a formal investigation was launched in 1993, involving researchers from institutions such as the University of New Mexico, Sandia National Laboratories, and Los Alamos National Laboratory. The team conducted interviews with those who claimed to hear the hum, carried out acoustic measurements across the Taos region, and attempted to identify any possible mechanical, geological, or atmospheric sources that could account for the reports. Despite these efforts, the investigations yielded no definitive source. No consistent acoustic signals were detected that could be tied to the experiences of the hearers and the diversity of the reports, with variations in perceived pitch, intensity, and location. Made it even harder to pinpoint a cause. Some investigators considered the possibility that the hum was a form of low-frequency environmental noise, possibly from distant industrial activity, but no such source was found to be strong or consistent enough to explain the phenomenon. Other theories explored included electromagnetic fields, geological faults emitting subsonic vibrations, and even mass psychological effects. Nevertheless, the researchers ultimately concluded that while the hum was a genuine experience for those who reported it, its origin remained unknown. The Taos Hum investigation remains a textbook example of how even systematic scientific inquiry can, at times, be unable to resolve mysteries that blur the line between physical reality and human perception. Over the years, numerous theories and hypotheses have been proposed in an effort to explain the elusive nature of the Taos Hum, yet none have managed to offer a conclusive answer. One of the more practical explanations suggests that the hum might originate from low-frequency industrial noise, such as that produced by distant factories, electrical transformers, or high-voltage power lines. Some researchers speculated that sound waves could travel long distances under certain atmospheric conditions, creating a barely audible vibration that only sensitive individuals could perceive. Another prominent theory points toward military activity, particularly the use of extremely low-frequency, ELF, communications by submarines, which involves sending powerful signals through the Earth's surface and oceans. Although no direct evidence links military operations to the hum, the secretive nature of defense communications has fueled persistent speculation. On the biological side, some experts have considered auditory phenomena such as tinnitus, a condition where individuals hear ringing or buzzing without an external source, as a possible explanation, though many hum hearers argue that the sound they experience is distinctly external and mechanical in quality. Additionally, psychological and neurological sensitivity have been discussed as factors, proposing that certain individuals may be more attuned to subtle environmental stimuli that most people filter out unconsciously. Some fringe theories even suggest that the hum could be related to geological processes, like natural seismic activity producing infrasonic vibrations. Despite the diversity and creativity of these theories, none has fully accounted for all aspects of the phenomenon, particularly the fact that only a small percentage of people in the same area report hearing the hum. This ongoing uncertainty continues to fuel interest and debate among scientists, residents, and mystery enthusiasts alike. If you like this video, please give us a like, subscribe and leave a comment below, since we have a new video every week. Now let's roll back to the video, because there is much more interesting things to come. Although the Taos Hum is one of the most famous cases, it is by no means a unique phenomenon. Similar low-frequency hums have been reported in various parts of the world, suggesting that this mystery is not confined to New Mexico alone but might be part of a broader, global puzzle. In Bristol, England, during the late 1970s, hundreds of residents complained of a persistent droning noise that authorities struggled to locate or eliminate. Likewise, in Largs, Scotland, Auckland, New Zealand, and Kokomo, Indiana, similar complaints have surfaced over the years, each describing a barely audible, mechanical-sounding hum that affects only a fraction of the population. These worldwide reports share striking similarities. The hum is often more noticeable indoors than outdoors, tends to disturb sleep and concentration, and is perceived primarily by middle-aged adults rather than by children or the elderly. Despite local investigations, as in Taos, no consistent, universal source has been found in any of these cases, leading to speculation that there may be underlying environmental factors at play, possibly natural, technological, or psychological, that manifest differently depending on regional conditions. Some researchers have suggested that modern infrastructure, like high-pressure gas lines, wireless communications, or even the vibrations of the Earth itself, might subtly interact with certain environments in ways that trigger these auditory experiences. The recurrence of hum phenomena around the world highlights that the Taos Hum is not an isolated mystery, but rather part of a larger, perplexing pattern of unexplained sounds that continue to challenge scientific understanding and human perception. In the quiet desert town of Taos, New Mexico, a strange and persistent mystery hums just beneath the surface of everyday life. Known simply as the Taos Hum, this low-frequency sound has baffled residents, scientists, and visitors for decades. Described as a distant engine rumble or a deep vibration felt more than heard, the hum is perceived by only a small portion of the population, defying easy explanation. Despite thorough investigations and numerous theories, ranging from industrial noise to psychological phenomena, the true source of the Taos Hum remains elusive. Even more intriguingly, similar hums have been reported around the world, suggesting a phenomenon that may stretch far beyond the borders of this small New Mexican town. What causes the hum, and why can only some people hear it? These questions continue to provoke fascination and debate, keeping the mystery alive to this day. The Taos Hum remains one of the modern world's most curious and persistent mysteries. A sound without a source, a vibration without a cause. Despite decades of research, speculation, and technological advances, no definitive answer has emerged to explain why a select few can hear it while most cannot. Whether rooted in hidden environmental factors, biological sensitivity, or something yet beyond human understanding, the hum continues to challenge the boundaries between science and experience. As similar phenomena are reported across the globe, the Taos Hum stands not only as a local enigma but as a symbol of how much we still have to learn about the unseen and often unnoticed layers of our world. Until its secrets are uncovered, the Taos Hum will continue to resonate, quietly, mysteriously, in the background of human curiosity.